Tell me again how to switch to that in a break. Welcome to Lakewood Park Christian School. 7-3 Prairie Heights leads in the first quarter. 4 minutes 30 seconds left to go. Prairie Heights with the basketball. Drive shot up off the glass, and it's good. Mike Perkins with the bucket. He's been doing a lot of scoring early on. And just like that, there's a timeout. So we're only here for a brief moment. And we have a little bit of a timeout. 4 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's 9-3 in favor of Prairie Heights. Mike Perkins so far with 7 points for Prairie Heights. Elijah Malone has scored the other 2. And Carter Gonzalez knocked down a triple from the top of the key earlier in the game for Lakewood. And that was the Panthers' only 3 points of the night. Exciting game in the JV game earlier. Went to overtime. Prairie Heights ended up winning a close one. Panthers will have the ball. Inbounding in it under the basket in their own backcourt. Drew Lyons trying to get it up to Schlotterbach. Now it's Gonzalez. Gonzalez, right wing, outside the three-point line. Brings it back around to the top. Now it's Karsten White near the logo. Gonzalez on the right side looking in. Decides to pass it up to the top for Schlotterbach. Karsten White to Zach Kraft. Kraft in the lane. Kicks it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a drive off the glass and good. 2 more for Lakewood. Cuts it to a 4-point lead for Prairie Heights. 9-5. 3:38 left to go in the first quarter. Pass inside broken up by Drew Lyons, but the loose ball was picked up by Elijah Malone, and he makes a short jump shot to give Prairie Heights a 6-point lead. Gonzalez to White to Lyons. Lyons looking to the top of the key for Kraft. Now over to White on the right side. Just passing it around the perimeter outside the 3-point line. Goes to about the free throw line for Schlotterbach. Now it's Gonzalez drive off the glass and good. Carter Gonzalez has all the Lakewood points tonight with 7. 11-7. Prairie Heights with a 4-point lead. 2 minutes 52 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 3-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes down. Zach Kraft got the rebound, and that foul is going to go against Elijah Malone. That actually is going to be his second foul. And 14 fouls already on Prairie Heights. 2 minutes 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Still 11-7 in favor of Prairie Heights. A little bit of pressure from Prairie Heights. Panthers get through it. Looking to set something up. Gonzalez to Kraft. Now to White. White looking into the corner for Gonzalez. Thought about the 3. Decides to hang on to it. Panthers moving the ball around well, waiting for an open opportunity. Ball stolen away by Prairie Heights, and they'll go the other way. Drive into the lane and a foul. Looks like that's going to go against Carson White. First foul on White, second team foul on Lakewood. Prairie Heights inbounds the ball, stolen away. White trying to chase it down. Prairie Heights ends up with the loose ball. Three-pointer on the way, in and out. Schlotterbeck with the rebound, and a foul on that rebound. Colton Taylor's going to be called for that foul. That's 5 already in the first quarter against Prairie Heights. Again, a little bit of a pressure by Prairie Heights. Lions bringing the ball up across the timeline, hands it off to White. Right at the Lakewood logo at center court. Now it's Gonzalez looking down low for Schlotterbeck. Shot is up, no good, but he was fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Good look inside there to give Schlotterbeck a chance to take advantage of a mismatch. There's not anybody on the floor right now that can match his size. That foul was against Cole Harms, and that's 6 team fouls for Prairie Heights. Schlotterbeck's first free throw is up and in and out. Still a 4-point lead for Prairie Heights. 1 minute, 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Schlotterbeck ready to go with his second shot. That one is up and it's good. Cuts the lead to 3. 11-8. 1 minute, 36 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Prairie Heights moving the ball over to the left side. Now back up to the top of the key. Swings it over to the right. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Schlotterbeck comes down with a rebound. Long pass ahead to Kraft. And he can't handle it, but then saves it from going out of bounds. Saves it right to Prairie Heights. Prairie Heights going to look at it on the other side. Take it to the left, into the lane. Jump shot is up, no good. Schlotterbeck with the rebound. And Lakewood will go the other way with it. Panthers slow it down a little bit. Bringing it up across the timeline. White taking it over to the left side, looking inside for Schlotterbeck. Shot is up and good, and he's fouled. A chance for a three-point play for Isaac Schlotterbeck. Another good look inside. Schlotterbeck gets the bucket and the foul. Foul goes against Colton Taylor, his second, and that's the 7th team foul on Prairie Heights. Free throw is up and it's good. And all of a sudden we got a tie ball game. Under a minute to go left to go in the first. 11-11. Prairie Heights looking for something where to go. Drive into the lane and an offensive foul. And I think Colton Taylor wrapped his arm around the defender. He's asking the referee what he did, and he made the motion that you wrapped him up. So they're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with just over 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 40.6 seconds. We are all tied up at 11. Lakewood Park already in the bonus because Prairie Heights has 8 fouls in the first quarter. They've got Colton Taylor with 3 fouls and Elijah Malone with 2 fouls. Both of them are out of the game right now as they're in early foul trouble. And with Malone out of the game, this is Lakewood's chance to take advantage of the mismatch and let Schlotterbeck just do his work inside. Because Malone is about the only guy with the size that might be able to stop him. Lakewood with the ball, just over 30 seconds. I imagine they'll be playing for one final shot here in the first quarter. Lions looking to the left for Gonzalez. And a 3-second violation is called on Isaac Schlotterbeck. A mental mistake right there that you don't want to make. 25.6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Still tied at 11. And Prairie Heights with the basketball. They're definitely going to hold on to it for one final shot. Perkins with the ball. Now it's Walter. Walter to the free throw line. Over to the right side. Now down low. Jump shot up and no good. But a foul is called and looks like that might go against Schlotterbeck. That's going to send Cole Harms to the free throw line to shoot 2. And it's the second foul on Isaac Schlotterbeck. So I suspect he'll check out for the final 2 seconds of this quarter just to make sure he doesn't get any fouls on a rebound. And that's exactly what happens. Noah Wineland going to come in. Second free throw is no good, but a rebound putback, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. Prairie Heights leads it 12-11. We'll be back in just a minute. Back at Lakewood Park as we start the second quarter. 12-11 in favor of Prairie Heights. Prairie Heights had a little bit of a lead early in the game, and Lakewood Park made a comeback there in the second portion of the first quarter. Drive into the lane, shot is up and good. Mike Perkins, he's been doing an awful lot for Prairie Heights today. Battle of the Panthers. Lakewood Park Panthers. Prairie Heights Panthers. Carter Gonzalez gives it over to Drew Lyons. Lyons to Karsten White. White looking down low for Lyons underneath. Kicks it back out to Gonzalez. Three-pointer on the way, and it's no good. Wow, touched just about every part of the rim. 14-11. Prairie Heights with the lead. Drive into the lane, kick out to the wing. Now drive to the free throw lane. Pass down to the left side. Now looking down low for Malone. Malone gets it off the glass for 2. And all of a sudden it's back up to a 5-point lead for Prairie Heights. 6:33 left to go in the second quarter. Zach Kraft in the lane. Drives off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down. Tipped out of bounds by Prairie Heights. That'll be Lakewood ball. Lane Batchelor coming into the game for Prairie Heights as Elijah Malone takes a seat. 16-11 second quarter. 6:26 left to go before halftime. Karsten White on the right side. Now it's Drew Lyons. Back to White. Dylan Miller in the lineup for the Panthers now. Carter Gonzalez thought he had an open three. Decides to go in a little bit. Dish it back out to Karsten White. Lakewood waiting for something to develop. Going to reset. Lions to White, top of the key. White moving over to the right. Still nothing opening up. Prairie Heights in a 2-3 zone, and Lakewood's not able to figure it out right now. And that pass is stolen away by Prairie Heights. Layup off the glass and good. And once again, it's Mike Perkins. Perkins has been doing a ton for this team tonight. 18-11, a 7-point lead for Prairie Heights. 5:20 left to go in the second quarter. Pass inside, alley-oop to Carter Gonzalez. And nice play right there to get the bucket. Caught the ball in midair and was able to score it. There's a three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound comes down to Dylan Miller, and a foul is going to be called. That should go against Lane Batchelor. And it will. First foul on Batchelor. That's a ninth team foul on Prairie Heights so far. And we have 4:57 left to go until halftime. So Miller with the free throw, and it's good. Front end of the one-on-one is good. Back end of the one-on-one is good. Dylan Miller steps to the free throw line and calmly knocks in two. So now it's a three-point game. 18-15. Prairie Heights with a little bit of a lead right now. Drive down to the baseline, and now they kick it back out to the corner. Coming around to the top of key. Free throw line shot jump blocked by Dylan Miller. Lakewood on the run. Carter Gonzalez, Euro step, misses the shot. Kraft with the rebound, puts it back up, got it, and the foul. Nice sequence of effort and hustle right there by Lakewood Park. Kraft converting the bucket and going to the line for a three-point play. Could tie the game with this free throw, and it's no good. Rebound comes down to Prairie Heights. 18-17, now a one-point game. 4:23 left to go until halftime. Perkins with the ball in the left wing, around to the top. Now it's Culler. Now Walter. Back to Culler, looking inside for Malone, and overshoots him, goes out of bounds. Lakewood gets possession, and they've got an opportunity to take the lead if they can come down and score on this possession. Four minutes, 7 seconds left to go, second quarter. It's 18-17. Lakewood Park trailing by one. A little bit of pressure once again by Prairie Heights. Nothing major, just enough to make Lakewood think about what they're doing when they're bringing the ball up. Karsten White tried to get it to Dylan Miller, but that pass was broken up by Prairie Heights, and now Prairie Heights takes the turnover. They'll go the other way with it. Perkins with the ball on the right side to the free throw line, and miscommunication there between Perkins and Logan Knott, as Knott cut towards the basket and Perkins threw it to the corner. So Lakewood will take the ball with 3:33 left to go in the first half. Lions on the left wing, looking to the top of the key for Kraft, swings it around to White. White thought about going inside for Lions, but it wasn't there. Gonzalez at the top, now gives it over to Lions. Lions looking inside, nothing there. They move the ball around to the left wing. Now it's Dylan Miller, has the ball knocked out of his hands, and Prairie Heights will go the other way with it. Perkins across the timeline, top of the key, move it over towards the right. Passes into the corner. Now a drive into the lane and foul on the floor. Looks like that is going to go against Zach Kraft. That'll be Kraft's first foul. 4th team foul on Lakewood Park. And another foul before the ball is even passed in bounds. And I think it was Zach Kraft again. So real quickly, Zach Kraft has 2 fouls. And just as quickly, Zach Kraft comes out of the game. Christian Mosley checks in to replace him. Perkins top of the key for Prairie Heights. Looks over to the right side. Looking down inside and knocked out of bounds by Dylan Miller. Good hands by Miller to deflect the pass. It was intended for Malone as they were trying to go inside, but Miller got his hands on it and knocked it out of bounds. 2:46 left to go in the second quarter. Perkins to the top, looking down low, nothing there. Passes over to the right side. Prairie Heights in the corner, driving into the lane. Pass across the lane, shot is up and good. Logan Knott with the bucket that time. Makes it 20-17 in favor of Prairie Heights. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Lakewood Park trying to go to the back door, but it was closed quickly by the Prairie Heights defense as they stole the pass. And then a travel on the other end for Prairie Heights so Lakewood Park's going to get the ball back. Mosley checks out of the game. Noah Weinland checks in for Lakewood Park. Still down by 3. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Ball is thrown away. Pass deflected by Perkins, and then Gonzalez got his hands on it and knocked it out of bounds. Good hands by Karsten White there, playing some good defense. Tipped the ball right out of the hands of Cameron Panic. Goes out of bounds, so Prairie Heights will take the ball. Still a 3-point lead for Prairie Heights, 20-17. 1 minute 38 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Perkins drive it into the lane, and tough shot. Got it to go. He's got 13 points already tonight. Makes it a 5-point lead for Prairie Heights. Gonzalez around top of the key. Driving down low, dishes it out to Lyons. Lyons thought about the 3, decides against it. Now it's Karsten White. White with a pump fake. Drives, dishes over to Lyons in the corner. Right wing, I should say. Now it's Dylan Miller. Gonzalez looking inside. Nothing opens up. Karsten White thought about a 3, but decided not to. There's White again. Now he's on the left side. Down low for Dylan Miller. Miller with an up and under. Nice shot. Miller got that one to go. And Lakewood's back within 3. 22-19. Just over 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Lions playing good defense out by the timeline. 20 seconds left to go. Prairie Heights trying to hold on to it for one final shot. Lakewood not going to make it easy. Oh, and then something really opens up, and it's Perkins again. 8 seconds left to go. 6 seconds. Gonzalez drives the length of the court. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to Prairie Heights. And that will do it for the first half. So at halftime, it is Prairie Heights 24, Lakewood Park 19. We will take a break for halftime and be back with the second half in a little while. Welcome back to the second half of Lakewood Park against Prairie Heights. 24-19. Prairie Heights with the lead. Prairie Heights has been able to take a lead a couple of times, and then Lakewood Park has closed the gap. But then towards the end of the second quarter, Prairie Heights pulled away a little bit, made it a 5-point game. Panthers open the second half with the ball, and a foul is going to be called away from the ball on Lakewood Park. That one's going to go against Schlotterbeck. That's his third foul. But he's going to stay in the game. And another foul away from the ball. This one on Prairie Heights. And it's Tanner Walter with his second foul. Drew Lyons tried to pass down low to Schlotterbeck, but the pass did make it to him. Went out of bounds. Still a 5-point lead for Prairie Heights, 24-19. 7:05 left to go in the third quarter. Perkins top of the key. He's been doing everything for Prairie Heights tonight. He got 15 points in the first half and really was just lighting it up everywhere. Pass broken up by Lakewood Park. Nice save by Schlotterbeck. And then Gonzalez tried to save it as it was on its way out of bounds. But he was the last one to touch it. So Prairie Heights will get the ball. Malone with the ball down low against Schlotterbeck. Now a drive into the lane and a dish out to Perkins. Another three from Perkins, and he got it. Boy, this kid can shoot. And we're up to an 8-point lead. For Prairie Heights, 27-19. 6:22 left to go in the third quarter. Pass stolen away by Prairie Heights. On the run the other way. Pull-up jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down. And Gonzalez comes up with it. Panthers will go the other way with it. Carter Gonzalez hands it off to Karsten White. White top of the key, looking over to the left side. Now it's Gonzalez for the triple. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Prairie Heights. And they'll go the other way with the Wolves again. Walter down to the baseline, pulls up for the shot, no good. Leaned in and couldn't get it to go, but Schlotterbeck got the rebound for Lakewood Park. Panthers will go the other way. They'll have White bring it up. Top of the key over to the right side. Now it's Carter Gonzalez looking inside. Double teamed. Schlotterbeck was double teamed, and that pass was broken up and stolen away by Prairie Heights. Prairie Heights with the ball the other side. And took Schlotterbeck a little bit of extra time to recover, and because of that, Malone was able to get the bucket for Prairie Heights at a quick timeout. We will take a quick break. It's 29-19 in favor of Prairie Heights. We'll be back in just a minute. Lakewood Park to bring the ball into play. Down by 10 now. They have not scored yet in the second half, and we're almost 3 minutes into the third quarter. Drew Lyons, top of the key. Now Schlotterbeck hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez into the lane, loses his dribble. Prairie Heights takes it. They're going to go the other way with it on the run. Shot is up and a travel. Tried to pump fake. Garrett Culler tried to get the defender off his feet, but when he did that, he shuffled his feet. So Lions now bringing the ball up. Lions into the corner for Gonzalez. Now turnaround jumper from Schlotterbeck, no good. Rebound comes down to Prairie Heights, and they'll run with it the other way again. Perkins, top of the key, now over to the left side. And Malone for three, and he got it. I don't think too many people were expecting that. The big guy knocks down the triple, and all of a sudden it's 32-19, and a steal from Prairie Heights, and an easy layup for Garrett Culler, and another timeout for Lakewood. We'll take another break and be back in just a minute. Lakewood to bring the ball into play, and what was a 5-point lead for Prairie Heights at halftime is now a 15-point lead, 34-19. Prairie Heights has opened the second half on a 10-0 run. Pass inside for Schlotterbeck, and well, that ends that 10-0 run. Lakewood finally gets on the board in the third quarter with a nice look inside to Schlotterbeck. And they'll need a few defensive stops here in order to turn the tide. Ball went out of bounds off Lakewood, so Prairie Heights will keep it. Perkins to inbound the ball. Drive, shot up off the glass, and good from Garrett Culler. Back up to a 15-point lead for Prairie Heights. 3:30 left to go in the third quarter, 36-21. Gonzalez going down low to Schlotterbeck, and another foul is called. Foul on the floor before the shot. That one's going to go against Cole Harms. I believe that's his second. Also the team second here in the second half. So Lakewood will take the ball out under the basket. Christian Mosley checks into the game, replacing Drew Lyons. Gonzalez's pass is broken up, stolen away by Prairie Heights. Stole the inbound pass. Now Perkins sees an opening, decides to take it, goes up for the shot, and no good, but he was fouled. And that's Schlotterbeck. That's 4 on him. Oh, no, they called that on Carter Gonzalez. So only the first foul on Gonzalez. Jump shot no good. Rebound comes down, and the Panthers take it the other way. That was Schlotterbeck pulling down another rebound. White over to Mosley. Mosley to the top for Dylan White. Almost stolen away by Prairie Heights, but White was able to get the ball back. I'm sorry, Dylan Miller. I don't know where I was getting White. Karsten White, Dylan Miller. Sorry about that, guys. Prairie Heights going the other way. Bounce pass goes off somebody's foot, and then I think off Isaac Schlotterbeck's face. Then out of bounds, and Prairie Heights will get the ball again. 36-21. 2:37 left to go in the third quarter. Prairie Heights working inside. Shot is up and good. And if this time, that foul will be on Schlotterbeck. And now he's got 4 fouls. And Cole Harms with the bucket and a chance to make a 3-point play. So Schlotterbeck has 4 fouls, and they're leaving him in. Oh no, he's coming out. 2:29 left to go in the third quarter. 17-point lead now for Prairie Heights. They have blown this wide open here in the second half. Free throw is up and good. Rolled around the rim and went down. 18-point lead. 39-21. 2:22 left to go in the third quarter. Lions to Gonzalez. Gonzalez feeds it to Miller. Miller down to White. White cross-court pass over to Gonzalez. Now moving the ball back around. White's going to drive into the lane, try to get the layup, but no good, and a foul's on the floor before the shot. That will go against Tanner Walter. His 3rd foul. Also the 3rd team foul on Prairie Heights here in the second half. 2:08 left to go in the third quarter. 39-21. 18-point lead for Prairie Heights. Gonzalez off the inbound pass, pulls the trigger on the 3, goes off the rim, no good. And Prairie Heights with the rebound and goes the other way with it. Color at the top of the key to the free throw line, over to Perkins. Perkins thought about another 3. Seems like he's hitting everything he's shooting right now. Pass inside. Man, that was a nice pass. Garrett Color found Cole Harms over the outstretched arms of the Lakewood Park defender. And 2 more points for Prairie Heights. Karsten White on the right wing, dribbles are back around to the top. Now it's Carter Gonzalez on the right side. Gonzalez to White. White looking inside, nothing open up. Screen for Gonzalez to get a good look at a 3. Missed the shot, but Kraft with the rebound puts it back up and in. Kraft was in the right place at the right time to get that rebound. 41-23. Prairie Heights with the lead. Just over a minute left to go in the third quarter. Pass inside once again. Boy, Cole Harms, he has stepped it up a notch here in this third quarter. He's got 7 points in the third. And it's now a 20-point lead. Man, this was a 5-point game at halftime. And Prairie Heights came out on fire here in the third quarter. And another steer. And it's Perkins. Almost got it. Now the ball's just been thrown around a couple of times. Bank shot off the rim, no good. And Kraft got the rebound, but lost the handle on the ball. And everything is going Prairie Heights' way right now. Lane Batchelor with that last bucket. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 45-23. Prairie Heights running away with this one. And quickly putting it out of reach for Lakewood if they don't do something quick. Gonzalez for 3 from the right side, and he got it. That's what they needed. 2 seconds left. Whoa! Almost a full court heave for 3/4 court from Perkins. I would not have been surprised if that went in. We'll take a break. 45-26 at the end of the 3. We'll be back in a minute. Fourth quarter is underway. 45-26. Prairie Heights put up 21 points in the third quarter after only scoring 24 in the first half. And they start the fourth quarter right where they left off with the third, with Cole Harms with another bucket. Harms is up to 10 points. Drew Lyons for three from the left side, in and out. Schlotterbeck with a rebound, puts up the putback, no good, and Zach Kraft falls hard on the ground. And a foul is going to go against Cole Harms. That'll be his fourth team foul. And Harms has been on fire here in the third and fourth quarter already. But now he's got 3 fouls. Drew Lyons, top of the key. Over to Gonzalez on the left side. Now it's White. 47-26 Prairie Heights. Gonzalez for three from the right corner, and it was short, but Schlotterbeck was there to get the rebound and put it back. Schlotterbeck's playing with 4 fouls. But they need him in there now. He's got to be careful not to get that foul. And an offensive foul called on Cole Harms, and that means Cole Harms has 4 fouls. And I don't think Prairie Heights realizes that's his 4th. 7 minutes to go, and they're leaving him in the game. White kicks it out. Gonzalez for 3, and he got it. Nice drive and a dish. White saw the opening, drew the defenders to him, and Gonzalez knocked down the triple just the way you're supposed to. And speaking of knocking down triples, Mike Perkins does it again. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take a brief break. 50-31 in favor of Prairie Heights with 6:32 left to go in the fourth. We'll be back in a minute. .632 left to go in the fourth quarter. 50-31. Prairie Heights with a big lead. They've stepped it up big time in the second half. Lakewood trying to stay in it here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez now gives to Lyons. Lyons to White. White into the lane, drives, and he's going to be fouled. Tanner Walter picks up his 4th foul. That's 2 guys now for Prairie Heights with 4 fouls. One of them's been taken out of the game. Cole Harms. Lyons inside. Schlotterbeck. And Schlotterbeck was fouled on the shot, and I think the official quickly called a technical. I'm not sure, but it looked like he called a quick tee. So, yeah, he did. He called a personal foul on Elijah Malone, and then he called a technical right after that. I don't know exactly what he said, but it was quick. Schlotterbeck with the free throw attempt, and it's no good. Second free throw is good. So that was the foul shots, and then Carter Gonzalez is going to come in to shoot the technical. First one for Gonzalez is good. And the second one's also good. So they got 3 out of the 4 there. That's pretty good. And now, because of the personal and the technical, that's 4 fouls on Elijah Malone, 4 fouls on Cole Harms, 4 fouls on Tanner Walter. We'll see what kind of depth this team has and see if that opens the door for a Lakewood comeback here. They're going to need a lot of scoring and some defensive stops as they're down by 16 with 5:40 left to go. Schlotterback down low, double teamed, fights through it, kicks it out to Karsten White. White for 3 off the rim, no good. The rebound comes down, and a foul is going to be called on Cole Harms, and that is going to be his 5th. So Cole Harms is done for the night. With 5:38 left to go in the game, Prairie Heights has someone foul out, and Schlotterback going to the free throw line to try to get a couple of more. Hey, any points they can get at this point with no time going off the clock is a good thing. So somebody new coming into for Prairie Heights, Logan Parr. He has not played yet tonight, so seeing his first action. Schlotterback's free throw is no good. 5:30 left to go in the 4th quarter. 50-34. Prairie Heights with a 16-point lead. And a steal for Zach Kraft. Kraft on the run. Drives in. Lays it off the glass. He got it and a foul. What a great drive by Zach Kraft after coming up with a steal, getting the bucket and the foul. Trying to get a 3-point play. Mike Perkins with a foul, his first, and we are now up to 10 fouls. And the free throw is good. So Zach Kraft with a 3-point play. Closing that gap little by little. 50-37. Just over 5 minutes left to go. Lakewood Park with a little bit of pressure. Perkins into the lane, dishes it, and tried to get a shot up. Good defense by Isaac Schlotterback. Blocked the shot a little bit and got Lakewood the ball back. He was in the right place. Prairie Heights wanted to try to draw the foul, but Schlotterback played that perfectly. Now Karsten Weiss with a drive, off the glass and good. And Lakewood closing the gap, and now Prairie Heights wants a timeout. 50-39. 11-point lead for Prairie Heights. We'll take a break and be back in just a minute. Well, Lakewood Park trailed by 20 points at one point in this game. And they have closed that gap to 11. Still a lot of time. 4:42 left to go in the ball game, and they've got a shot here if they can get a couple more stops. Prairie Heights in some foul trouble. They're moving the ball around, and you know what? They're just gonna move the ball. They're not gonna take any shot unless it's a really good one right now. They want to take as much time off that clock as they can. And a foul is going to be called. Looks like a hand check, probably against Carter Gonzalez. Second foul for Carter Gonzalez. Fourth team foul here in the second half for Lakewood Park. And again, Prairie Heights is going to just try to eat up as much clock as they can, I think, on every possession. Lakewood's going to have to come up with some steals, some good defense. And another foul is called. That one's on Peyton. That one's on Drew Lyons. His first foul. Team's first. Sorry, team's fifth. Perkins. Now, see, earlier in the game, he would have drove that and he would have shot it. But they'd be happy to not shoot again, probably. Foul on the floor. Prairie Heights doesn't like the call, but referee says it was before the shot. Carter Gonzalez with the foul, his fourth. His third. And now another foul. This time on the shot. Tanner Walter going to the free throw line. Foul was on Drew Lyons, his second foul. And the free throw is no good. Zach Kraft with the rebound. Lakewood Park with the go ball the other way. White to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Kraft. Kraft back to White. Takes it back around towards the top. And another foul is called. And this one's going to be on Zach Kraft. Man, I don't know if I've heard so many whistles. A lot of fouls called tonight. 3 on Zach Kraft. His third. 8th team foul. Three and a half minutes left to go. 52-39. Long pass, knocked out of bounds. Oh. The officials are going to talk it over. Lakewood Park thinks it's their ball. Two officials seemingly had different opinions originally. And yes, they're going to call Lakewood's ball. Good to see the officials get together, make sure they got the call right. Talk things over. Lakewood needs some instant offense. Drew Lyons with the ball in the corner. Lobs it in for Schlotterbeck. He tips it out to Carson White. White kicks it out to Lyons. Lyons for 3, and he got it! And he was knocked to the floor, but no call. Lyons with his first bucket of the night. Came at a great time. Down to a 10-point game. Need a defensive stop. Need a steal. Get the ball back. And Perkins knew that Schlotterbeck couldn't play real tough defense because he's working on 4 fouls. And a drive into the lane for White. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Carson White called for the charge. .239 left to go in the game. It's 54-42. Prairie Heights with a 12-point lead. Almost threw it away. Drive into the lane and a dish. 3-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down. Saved by Prairie Heights right to Lakewood Park. White to the top of the key. Over to the left side for Lyons. Lyons pulls up for 3. Off the rim, no good. But Schlotterbeck with a great rebound. Tips it to himself. And makes the bucket. Back to a 10-point game. 2 minutes left to go. Need a big defensive stop. And Prairie Heights again just working on eating the clock as much as they can. And oh man, he was awful close to stepping back across that line. I don't think he even realized where he was. Then dribbles it off his foot. Carson White picks it up, he goes the other way, lays it up, and good. Lakewood Park clawing their way back into this one. And a timeout, Prairie Heights. A minute 33 left to go, 54-46. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a minute. Back at Lakewood Park, 1:33 left to go in the game, 54-46. Now an 8-point lead for Prairie Heights. Boy, Lakewood looked like they were out of this game, but give them credit, showing a lot of heart, fighting back to close the gap on this one, looking to try to create some defense and get a steal. And the coach called a timeout. He saw his guys were in trouble and called a timeout quickly. It's going to call a full timeout, so we'll take a break and be back in a minute. Back for the final minute, 29. 54-46. Lakewood has fought back to make it an 8-point game. Big pressure in the backcourt. Perkins. Foul's going to go against Carter Gonzalez. And that will be his fourth. And the 10th team foul against Lakewood. So Perkins is going to go to the line to shoot two. He was on fire in the first half. Makes his first free throw. He's sitting on about 24 points right now. And his second free throw is good. So it's back up to a 10-point lead for Prairie Heights. See what Lakewood can do. They need some quick offense. And then some steals. White drives into the lane, gets a layup to go off the glass. Boy, I tell you what, Carson White can drive and get that bucket. Should have been doing that earlier. Would have been nice to see. And another foul. Going to go against Drew Lyons. Third foul on Lyons. First free throw up and good for Tanner Walter. And now it's going to be kind of tough to close the gap when you have to foul if they keep making these free throws. Second free throw also good. So they're 4 for 4 on their last 4 free throws here in the fourth quarter. And back up to a 10-point lead. Just over 1 minute left to go in the ball game. White's going to drive in. Floater off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Prairie Heights. Perkins trying to bring it up. White giving him some defense there, and now I'm not sure why they waited that long to foul. Drew Lyons, that's going to be his 4th foul. And it's Perkins again, going to the free throw line. His shot is good. Second free throw is also good. He's got 27. 46.9 seconds left to go. 60-48. 12-point lead for Prairie Heights. Gonzalez over to White. Inside to Lyons. Lyons off the glass, and he got it. And a timeout. Lakewood Park. And we'll take another break. 60-50 with 37.1 seconds left to go. Prairie Heights up by 10. .1 seconds left to go. 60-50. Prairie Heights up by 10. And they have the ball. Lakewood looking for a steal. They got the ball in play. Lakewood Park with a foul. Christian Mosley that time with the foul. And then it will send Garrett Culler to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one is good. It's a good free throw shooting team. They've only missed one all night long. Culler's second free throw. Also good. Back up to a 12-point lead. Lakewood Park just can't cut into that too much. Lions 3 is no good. Rebound. And Lakewood Park fouls to try to stop the clock one more time. Christian Mosley with that foul too. His second. And Perkins back to the free throw line. First one is good. He's 5 for 5 on free throws here in the fourth quarter. And his second free throw is also good. 6 for 6 from the line down the stretch for Perkins. He's going to check out of the game. Finished with 29 points. What a big game for him. White over to the right side. Corner 3 on the way, no good. Rebound comes down, kicked out. Drive into the lane, shot is up and good for Dylan Miller. 8 seconds left and Prairie Heights will just dribble it out. 64-52. Lakewood Park played really well in the fourth quarter. Just could not close that gap. Mike Perkins had 29 points for Prairie Heights. And Lakewood Park was led by Carter Gonzalez with 17. So Lakewood Park falls in this one 64-52, and we'll talk to you next time.